Hey loves, so today I'm going to show you guys how I turn this basic kitchen with no decorations, no anything, just dry basic counters and walls into a nice cozy DIY kitchen. So with this video I will be doing a few DIY projects just to spice my kitchen up a little bit. So if you're interested in seeing what decorations I went with, keep on watching, and before we go any further, hit that subscribe button below. So for my next project, or my first project, I'm going to take a container of water, 2 white coffee mugs, and then I'm also going to use some nail polish remover, fingernail polish, and you can use any variety of fingernail polish you want. And then I will also need toothpicks, Mod Podge, and a paper towel. And then some little brushes just to put the Mod Podge on the cups. I also have some Q-tips just to help correct any mistakes I make. So first, to start, I'm just going to take my nail polish and I'm literally just going to splash and swirl it around the container. And you want to make sure to get as close to the water as you can so that the nail polish doesn't sink. And with this nail polish, you can put it in any design, use any colors, and just really swirl those colors around. Now I'm going to use my toothpick just to swirl around that nail polish even more. And I noticed while doing this that turquoise nail polish kind of clumped together and made like the swirling not really go well. So with that, I just kind of used my paper towel to wipe off any clumps of nail polish, and also just place the toothpick gently in the water to avoid it clumping together. And I'm just doing this to give the nail polish more of that marbly type of effect. So now that I'm done swirling my nail polish, I'm going to take my white coffee mug and I'm literally just going to submerge it in the water. So you can do it two ways. You can just do it straight down, as you will see me doing with this cup, or you can put them in as like a slant. But after dipping it, this is what it looks like. As you can see, it kind of has like that marbly type of effect. And with just putting it straight down in the water, as you can see, most of the nail polish will go to the bottom of the cup. So this is what the cup looks like after I've dipped it in the water. And as you can see, there are some little water bubbles, so that's where my Q-tip comes in. So for the Q-tip, I'm just going to place that on those like water type of bubbles just to flatten them out and smooth them out. And I'm also going to take the Q-tip and dip it in nail polish remover to correct any paint that got somewhere that it wasn't supposed to, or do anything like that. So now I'm starting on my second cup, and I'm just going to speed this process up because I'm literally going to do the same thing, just with different colors. And with this cup, I will be dipping it in the water with a slant. As you can see, dipping it with a slant makes the nail polish go inside the cup, but that's not a problem because we have our nail polish remover and we can just get that out using that. But this is the final look of the second cup. So now after they dry a little bit, I'm going to take my Mod Podge and I'm just going to put that all over the cup just to make sure that the cup will be dishwasher safe and the nail polish does not come off of the cup. And I did probably about 15 to 20 coats of the Mod Podge in total. So I would put it on the cup, let it dry, and then put on another layer. And this just protects the cup. It protects the paint from coming off and makes it dishwasher safe. So after the cup is dry, I'm just going to decorate it a little bit. And I also just want to mention that after putting on my first coat of Mod Podge, I realized that I didn't decorate the cup. So I went ahead and decorated the cup and then finished putting on the Mod Podge. So if you're going to decorate your cup, I would do that first before putting on the Mod Podge, just to make sure that your decorations are protected as well. So for my next project, I'm just going to take a picture frame that I got from Ross or the dollar store and just a printable that I printed out offline. And I'm just going to cut the printable to make it fit inside of the picture frame. Once I'm finished, I'm just going to place the paper inside the picture frame and put on the back just to seal it in. Now I'm just going to take my screws and screw them into the wall, and I just did this using a screwdriver. If you just twist a screw with the screwdriver into the wall, it'll just kind of stay. And then I'm just going to hang my picture up. And then I'm also going to put two other nails in the wall, and that will be for my coffee mugs that I just made. And with that, I'm also just going to put out my favorite coffee and creamer. And for the next activity, I'm going to have 3 mason jars and some other printables that I printed out. And I printed these out on this really pretty marble paper. So I'm just going to cut these printables out. So while cutting, I'm making sure that I'm cutting as straight and neat as possible. And I'm just going to use the oatmeal, rice, and pancakes and not the biscuits printable. So with the printables, I'm just going to take my mason jar and take my printable, and I'm going to try to stick it on there. So I realized that the printables were way too big, so I just decided to cut them in half. Now that I've cut it to my liking, I'm going to stick it on the mason jar. So to stick it on, I use 2 methods. So the first method, I stuck it on using Mod Podge. So I put Mod Podge on the back of the paper and just kind of spread it around using my brush. And then I placed that paper onto the mason jar. So after sticking the printable on, I put some more Mod Podge onto my brush, and then I just put that over the printable again just to further stick it onto the mason jar and seal it on. Once finished, I'm just going to let that dry, and it will dry clear. And the next method, an alternate method you could use, is just using tape. So for the back part, I'm just going to simply tape the printable onto the mason jar. And I did decide to use the tape method for the rest of my mason jars just because it was less time consuming and it allowed me to conserve my Mod Podge. But I do like the effect that the Mod Podge had better, just because it doesn't have all of that tape on there, which the tape is clear, but I like how the Mod Podge looks better. So if you have an ample supply of Mod Podge, I would go with the Mod Podge, but if not, tape will definitely do the trick just fine. So once I finish, this is the final look. That's the tape side, and this is the Mod Podge side. It's all nice and dry now, so the printable is stuck on the mason jar and it's dried cleared. So this is the final look. This is what the mason jars will look like, and I'm literally just going to repeat the exact same steps with the rest of the printables. So I'm going to speed this process up because it's literally the exact same steps. I'm just going to tape all of the printables instead of using the Mod Podge. Once I'm done putting the printables on the jars, I'm just going to fill them up. So I'm going to fill the oatmeal jar up with oatmeal, the pancake jar up with pancake mix, and the rice jar up with rice. So now that I'm finished, this is what all of the jars look like. And this is the final result of my kitchen. So I did decide to put some placemats and plates on my little island area. And I also just kind of filled up my counter space with little knickknacks, little signs, and of course my mixes. So to put on that wall, I put on a little sign that I got from Ross for like 10 bucks. And then I have my jars of oatmeal, rice, and pancake mix by my stove so that that's nice and handy for when I want to cook it for breakfast. And then I also put up these little signs, and these are just little signs that my grandma gave me. And then I have all of my little appliances, and this is literally my favorite part. This is like my go-to spot in the morning. I made a little coffee bar, so I have my little but first coffee sign, along with my favorite coffee and creamer mix and those cute little coffee mugs that I made, and they all just sit so nicely by my Keurig and just await me for that nice little first drink of coffee in the morning. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to your girl, and I will see y'all in my next video. Deuces.